What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cass here. We are here for week number 4 of This Week in CAW, and we this week are going to be diving in to AIW's Off Grid. So let's get into the matches. So first off, there's some things I want to preface. Off Grid is a bit of a different show than what we would normally review here, but I think that all call shows need to be included on this list. AI versus AI are predetermined story based, however you want to describe them. AIW is a AI v AI fed, so it's a bit of a different production style. So with Off Grid, and also Off Grid is a shorter card, only 5 matches. So, but I think it's good work, and I think it deserves to be showcased, and that's why we're going to showcase it here. And we're going to showcase it by hopping into the first match. That first match being Tessa Black facing Yumi, and I'm sorry if I butcher this, Kohara? Maybe. But overall, I think that the character designs for both Kohara and Black were superb, were really good. The arena design was really well, and goes for the whole show as a whole. The commentary, whoever did commentary for the show, A+ job, did a really good job. And I know AI versus AI could be a little difficult to call because you don't know what's coming up next. You did a really good job, especially with the multi-man matches and the difficulty calling the different spots because there's so much going on. You did a really good job with this. The involvement to put the street fight first to open the show, I kind of like. It's a good, clean, quick opener. Good way to get people excited for the show. Overall, these two calls weren't two I was familiar with, and there are some that I'm familiar with on the show. So these two were a bit I weren't familiar with, and overall, I thought the show went really. This match went really well. 3.5 out of 5. Now let's head into the next match. So the next match was the Road to Victory ladder match. And I didn't list all of the competitors. I believe there was 6. One I did notice, there was actually 2 that stood out to me. One was Zach Knight, because me and him have had some encounters back and forth, and I'm excited to see what more his character does, because I'm seeing he's getting more and more involved. By the way, I am so sorry for this ball of ungodly light that's coming from right here. But we move. Seeing Zach Knight in this match really excited me. Yeah, I believe he was one of the first people that came out. And then also Mello's character design was stood out to me from being very different, and different in a good way. Was simplistic but not too simplistic. Also looked a bit advanced. I really like the character design from Mello. The chaos of an AI v AI multi-man match is something that I really like watching watching the show. And overall, this is something I didn't contribute in the first match, but this goes for the whole show as well. The confetti falling during the victory celebrations, A+ effort, A+ job for that one. Overall, Road to Victory ladder match was very chaotic, like I said. But I'm a person that loves chaos, so this match is gonna get a 4.5 4 out of 5 stars. So now, leading into somebody that has shown up on This Week in CAW before, Myrise from the Killshot Foundation taking on the Empire of Pain. Mercer Hoslow making his first performance on This Week in CAW with Myrise, who is his second performance, and his last performance he did really well. Got a really good star rating from me. The presentation of the Killshot Foundation is second to none in CAW. The way they come out, they feel like a unit, one consecutive unit. And I've talked to Myrise, and that really is like the focus for Mercer, Myrise, and Aaron. So, but the Empire of Pain really impressed me with the back and forth during the match as well. Um, and the way the moves just flowed between the four characters. So overall, really good match. Overall, not really a lot of things I would change. The match went really long, which normally with AI tag team matches, that's normally what you're gonna get. I think a more story driven element would have helped this match a little bit more. Like if you were able to control a lot more of the stuff that was happening, I feel like because we've seen the last review with UCW how good some story driven tag matches could be with Brian the Brain and with that match, and we've seen how good those matches can be, and I felt like this match could have used that, but it's it's just the tick of the trade. I feel like the ladder match really performed, and the multi-man matches really performed, but maybe tag matches is where you see a little bit of a drop off. Normally, and anyway in CAW, I think tag matches are really hard to do anyway as a base. So 3.5 out of 5. Not the worst tag match I've ever seen. Definitely, and just I loved the presentation of both teams, and that really helped with the score on this one. So 3.5 out of 5. Next was the four-way title match, the Fatal 4-Way title match between Tiger Brown, Malik Winters, Impulse, and AJ Young. So Malik's entrance, where he brought out the masquerade, really took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting him to come out with the faction and the unit and everything. So that really took me by surprise, and I actually was all for it. I really thought like it was a cool bit of a showcase and just a cool thing to do overall. Uh, like I said this, I've said this a couple of times now. I think the AI format fits more of a multi-person match, and because the constant chaos, so this match was destined to be good according to that kind of philosophy. So with that, the finish of the match though, the finish of the match was something that I didn't see coming, was far the best match ending of the night, and really made me excited when watching it. It was something that popped me because it looked like something that would have been staged, like something that would have been um predetermined, but being that it wasn't, and it was I think that was really sick, and I fully recommend to check out in the description the link to AIW's Off Grid to check out that specific spot. Check out the whole card, but check out that specific spot, especially when you get to it, because that was beyond probably the spot of the night. Fantastic. Now we're going to get to our main event, which was Alexa Albright and B. Barrett. Barrett's second performance on This Week in CAW. B continues to showcase while she is a up and riser in the women's kind of CAW scene. Really, I'm starting to see her everywhere, and I love that. The hair dye from Albright was something that caught me off guard, but continuing on with AIW catching me off guard and me really enjoying it was super unique, and I was all for it. I thought it looked really cool. I thought I really haven't seen a call with something like that. So the ending sequence in the match, because like I said, the AI stuff, it's tit for tat. The multi-man matches do really good. I think the one-on-ones and the tag matches kind of take a step back, but the ending sequence that they did where they got in the HLR, they went back and forth, was super sick. I think the AI, like I said, I think the AI format fits much more of a multi-man style, but this was not a bad match by any means, not a bad ending by any means. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. And overall, the show didn't do bad. I was happy overall watching it, good watching experience. On the screen now is the 5 matches and their scores, and then at the bottom, the overall grade. So, like I say every week, guys, if you guys have a match for next week in CAW that you would like me to watch, review, what have you, drop it in the comments, send it to me on Twitter. They're all avenues. Discord is a good avenue to get in touch with me as well. If you want a CAW show reviewed, I'll review it. If it's a show I've already done, I'll review that too. But I would prefer it to be newer content. I know a lot of people want me to go back and review SWW Divinity, but the problem with that is I've already seen the show. Same thing with COH Capital Carnage at the Capitol. Already seen that show. I might be doing some APW stuff. I might want to review some APW stuff in the future. So that might be something that takes my eye. So if anybody is excited for that, hit the like button. If you really like it, subscribe. But above all else, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This has been your boy Cass, and I'm out.